2 weeks ago. He had some documents for me, none of which were the drug and alcohol evaluation that was ordered by the court. I checked with the Odyssey file yesterday to find out whether or not he might have submitted the drug and alcohol evaluation, and I found that none has been filed. I saw his declaration in there where he's, and I'm trying to get this correct. Brenda had alleged that he gets up at 1:30 in the morning to drive to Portland to buy meth. And Mr. Gilbert was indicating that he couldn't understand why the Washington courts would be concerned about that because it's legal in the state of Oregon. So he was essentially admitting to using meth. He also indicated that, or provided a copy of the sheriff's report from the incident involving the domestic violence incident involving John and Brenda Gilbert. And at the investigation level, they couldn't determine whether or not domestic violence had occurred or not. It was alleged that Mr. Gilbert threw her down, but the officers found her laying on the hearth of the fireplace, and she had apparently injured her head, but had refused to undergo medical treatment. The officers tried to diffuse the situation by requesting that she go live with her, or at least spend the night with her parents, who were only a few doors down, and she refused. And the officer interviewed her father, who indicated that she has bipolar disorder and schizophrenia, and that she's not medicated currently. And when she drinks, she becomes out of control. So the situation is not getting any better, Your Honor. We have an untreated bipolar schizophrenic who may be drinking and getting out of control, beating Mr. Gilbert's truck with a piece of wood. He provided pictures of some of the damages that she had created. But also, he freely admits that he uses meth, and can understand why the court here would be concerned about that, because it's legal in the state of Oregon. And it also indicates a level of urgency and motivation that somebody who works as a logger and has to be to work early in the morning would get up at 1:30 to drive all the way to Portland to buy his drugs and then work all day. So I'm again at this place where we have been talking about trying to get Mr. Gilbert to undergo a substance abuse evaluation. He's alleging he doesn't have the funds to do it, but yet he has the funds to buy meth. And so I think the court needs to hold firm on this, that the status quo will remain until he gets his drug and alcohol evaluation completed.
All right, thank you. Ms. Gilbert, I'll let you comment next.
Yeah, well, I basically had the same feelings as Keith. I still would like the drug evaluation. He was ordered to do a 12-panel and only did a 5-panel drug test. And I was also wondering about reoccurring tests, if that was possible. But other than that, I agree with Keith.
All right. Have there been any supervised visits since we were last together?
There was one last weekend.
Okay.
Can I, Your Honor?
Mr. Gilbert, your turn.
First off, I'd like to apologize for the way I acted here, but I did the drug and alcohol evaluation. I don't understand. I got the receipt right here. If you can see it or not, it was done.
When did you do that?
It was done last Friday. The tribal center couldn't get me in. They were weeks out. I went down there. I did it down in Chehalis, but I did it last week on Friday. And they should have Keith Lawrence's email address. They had Aaron's email address. They had everything. And I mean, I would first off like to state, I work for a very big company. We have to type in, I can get notes for that. We have to type in our mileage on our pickups every day. From where I live, there's no way I'm going to Portland in the morning. My company has UA'd me after this came out, everything else. The company thinks it was a joke that it was even put out there. I do not have a drug problem. I will do your UAs, whatever, and stuff. The mileage, if I have to get a note from the company I work for, the mileage does not work out. We have tablets in our things. It's got GPS tracking. I was not in Portland. I do not have a meth problem. They do not, with the price of fuel and everything else, they do not allow us to drive our crew buses to Portland to go do personal things. I'm working in Milton Road. I live in Toutle. The miles and stuff on my pickup do not add up. If I have to go to my work and get notes and stuff like that, I will go down to the office. I will turn in notes because none of that makes sense at all.
All right. So, Mr. Gilbert, what I'm looking for is objective evidence that you don't have a drug issue. And apparently you did a drug and alcohol evaluation Friday, but we don't have the results yet. Apparently you do UAs for your job. Is that right?
Yes, I work for a very big logging company here.
What's the most recent UA you did for your job?
Right when this all went around, it was around January, and then February, the Super Bowl weekend, I did one then and stuff. I will go right down right now and go do one and bring it back to the courthouse. I mean, if
I was hoping there would be one a little more recent than that, but it may be helpful to see a pattern of clean UAs from your employer. So all I'm saying is I need objective evidence. Today we don't have it, although you've done apparently what the court has requested. So do you think you can get the UAs filed with the clerk and this evaluation filed with the clerk by the end of this week?
Yeah, I'll go do a UA right now and get it filed in here.
Okay. Well, then why don't we come back a week from now, look at that documentation, and then we'll make some decisions on how we proceed.
Can I just say one thing? When this drug evaluation thing came about, Keith asked if I would be able to talk to the person doing the drug evaluation. And so that was a part of it. And I did not talk to that person. So I don't know if now that ship has sailed or if that's possible.
Well, let's do you know the company that you did the evaluation with?
No, I got their address. I would have to find it and stuff, but I can get the number and stuff like that. I gave them Keith's email address and stuff like that. I mean, I took pictures of a bunch of the questions on my phone. I could hold that up if you want to see that or whatever. I got the receipt, everything right here.
Isn't their name on the receipt?
No, yeah, New Direction Counseling, P.O. Box 59, Chehalis, Washington.
All right, New Direction Counseling. And Ms. Gilbert, I'll invite you to give them a call today if you'd like.
Yo, welcome. How we doing, everybody? What's up? How we doing? We are ready to go. I have a bunch of unbelievable clips yet again for all of you to enjoy. How do you like it? My man, Mr. Gilbert, again. That's like his third appearance, and he's always in that court pod. It's so great. All right, we have just what I put on the screen. Bryant Webster and Judge Van, and a special little Pride Month gift for you. Yes, a Pride Month gift. So, without further ado, we know we love to start the show with Judge Van. So let's roll.
Fool me once,
And there he goes.
but fool me twice.
Judge, I would ask for no contact with her co-defendants. I can't list all of them though, because one of them didn't meet the cutoff somehow today. And so I would just list as co-defendants and victims, because she has one other on today, but another one is coming back tomorrow.
All right, Ms. McKinney, on the robbery, bond is set at 10,000. No contact directly, indirectly, or through a third party alleged victim or co-defendants. Court date's going to be July the 24th at 9 o'clock, and I'm signing a revocation releasing the VOP case 2135 CF. Good luck, man.
What up, boys?
You can't get out. You can't get out.
Wexler, Daylight, Monica. What's up, people? How we
T.
doing? What up, Delphi?
T. Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign.
She'll have a key
Thank
separate with the next one.
I can explain to them what they do next. If they're not,
Thanks.
if they're not paying attention to you.
Banks.
What up, flying
Step on the
monkey?
red X.
What happened there?
In your application, if you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that? Deputy, criminal history?
Same victim on April the 30th. And that's it.
He's contemplating.
Okay. Bonds 2,500. No contact directly, indirectly, or through a third party alleged victim. Court date's going to be June 9th at 8:30.
Step to your right. Next. State your name.
Lakin Slay.
Ms. Slay, you're fully court charged with reckless driving, fleeing and eluding, battery on law enforcement officer, leaving the scene of an accident without damage. Do you understand those charges?
Yes, sir, I do.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir, it is.
You're also on pretrial release in case 23-2905.
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. All right. I understand you've been given copies of paperwork, advised of your rights. Based on
Yes,
your
sir, I have.
application, if I find that you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Deputy, criminal history?
Case for the domestic from the other day and just the petty theft in 13. That's it.
All right, Ms. Slay. On the reckless driving bond is 1,500. The fleeing and eluding is 15,000. The battery on law enforcement officer is 15,000. The court date on the felonies will be July the 13th at 9 o'clock. On the leaving the scene of an accident with property damage, your bond is 2,500. The court date will be Friday, June 9th at 8:30. I'm revoking your
Yes, sir.
pretrial release in case 23-2905. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Step to your right to the T. Next.
Yeah, I'll give you a copy.
34. Next.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You held without bond on the other case.
Ooh,
State your name.
doggy.
Ms. Lyles, you're before the court charged with possession of marijuana less than 20, possession of paraphernalia, and allowing an unauthorized person to drive a vehicle. You understand that charge?
Yes.
Those charges. I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advice of your rights. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Deputy, criminal history.
No history.
All right. Pretrial release. Can you report to the pretrial release office before 9 o'clock tomorrow? Court date's going to be June 9th at 8:30.
Step to your right. Next. Yes.
Is she picking her ass? Or did
State
she
your name, ma'am.
shit her pants?
Robin Ojana.
What is she doing? Is she picking her ass or did she shit her pants? Which one? Poll time. Did she shite or is she just plugging it up down there? What's going on?
So you know you're for the court charged with domestic violence
It's
battery.
itchy.
You understand that charge, ma'am?
Got any tucks up in this mofo?
Do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes.
$100 to anyone who wants to smell that finger.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and
Oh.
advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes.
Based on your application, you do not qualify for the service of the public defender's office, but the law recognizes your financial situation may change, in which case you can reapply. You understand that? You also have the option of hiring your own attorney or represent yourself.
I will hire an attorney.
Excellent. Deputy, criminal history.
She shows no history.
What brings you down here from Barnesville?
My family and I are on vacation.
Awesome.
Who's? Come on, poll. All right, here's the next poll. I got a good one. I haven't had a good poll in a while.
Bond set at 1500. No contact with the alleged victim. Court date's going to be June 9th at 8:30. Good luck, ma'am.
Step to your right to the T. Next. No one, come here.
Right, sorry.
Step on the T. State your name. Yeah. Face the TV. There you go. State your name.
Buckler, you're for the court charged with disorderly conduct, battery, and criminal mischief. You understand those charges? I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, ma'am?
Only with family, not when you were like with your friends when younger. It's like a, disorderly or DWI or something. Like when you're young. I'm talking about like with your family, vacay, where like the kids are crying as you're getting held away with cuffs. Be honest, no one knows. It's anonymous.
Yes, sir.
I know a couple
Based
of
on
you.
your application, I find you
definitely
do
have.
qualify for the services of the public defender's office. I'm going to go ahead and
Actually,
appoint the public.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I have a paid attorney that I have had since 2019, Steve Meadows.
Ooh.
Okay, well, Mr. Meadows, I'm sure will, for a small nominal fee, take these cases on as well.
Yeah, I know.
Just
All right.
detained.
Okay. Deputy, criminal history, Ms. Buckler?
19, controlled substance ×3, paraphernalia,
Right.
DWLSR, principal of home invasion. 11, domestic battery, and domestic ag bat.
Did not see that coming. Bond set at $1,000 on disorderly conduct, $2,500 on the battery, $2,500 on the battery, $1,000 on the criminal mischief. Court date's going to be June 9th at 8:30. No contact, directly, indirectly, or through a third party alleged victims.
Step to your right. Next.
Judge,
Minutes.
this next defendant already has the PD, so Floyd, you should be on guard for what I'm about to ask for.
Uh-oh. This can't be good.
I'm already signed it. We good.
Okay, I don't know if Floyd's gonna be ready to advise her if he starts talking.
Okay, Ms. Manning, you've already got the public defender on your other cases?
Yes, sir.
All right, they'll represent you on this case as well. You're before the court for a violation of no contact order. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am. I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Manning, on the new charge, the violation of no contact, bond set at 2,500. Court date's gonna be June 9th at 8:30. No contact, directly, indirectly, or through a third party alleged victim. And in case 21-4467 and 21-2589, I'm revoking your release and holding you without bond.
Next step to your right. Next.
Daylight, right to the
Next.
chase. Right
Ready?
to the punch. Cut the chase. Right
State
to
your
the
name.
punch. They do look terrible.
Ms. Brooks, you're for the court charged with possession of
Oh
methamphetamine
my
and possession of
God.
paraphernalia. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
Isn't that kind of like a walking contradiction? A fat meth head?
Ma'am, I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that
I
true?
don't know.
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, if I you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
Okay.
Deputy, criminal history, Ms. Brooks?
Florida, Trevor. Florida.
18, two-way, 2 counts smuggling contraband, another use of a two-way, 2 counts FTA. And looks like another smuggling contraband.
I was not guilty of any of those.
The sure rest.
I'm not guilty of any of those, she said. I'm not guilty of any of those. Where was she smuggling? Oh.
Congratulations. On the possession of meth, bonds 5,000, the
He
paraphernalia
said
is 1,000.
congratulations.
Random UA.
I was not guilty of any of those.
The sure rest.
Excellent. Congratulations. On possession of meth, bonds 5,000, the paraphernalia is 1,000. Random UAs is directed by your circuit judge. Court date's going to be July the 13th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, ma'am.
He's the best.
Step to your right to the T.
He said
Next.
congratulations. Congratulations.
Ready? State your name.
Ms. Hewitt, you're for the court charged with failing to report child abuse. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am. Based on your application, I find that you do qualify, and I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No, sir.
All right, Ms. Hewitt. On the failing to report child abuse, bond is set at 25,000. No contact with the alleged victim. And in case 2239-16 and 2239-17, I'm signing a warrant for violation of probation. Good luck, ma'am. Court date's going to be July 13th at 9 o'clock.
What up,
All right,
forehead?
Lily. Step to your right. Next. Ready? State your name.
Robin Woodring.
Ms. Woodring, you're for the court on a violation of probation for possession of controlled substance ×3, possession.
A meth. That was meth. I had to jump
I'm
on
sure you've been
this.
given copies
I
of
wanted to
paperwork
get-
advised
All
of
right,
your
so-
rights. Is that true?
So he's quick. If you don't catch him, he's gone. And he just rolls through his docket, done, and then he cuts it. So I wanted to get some guys in. So I scrolled through. The rest were all boring. So I got some men in here. And there's some gems of men also.
Okay, hold on. Can you repeat that, please?
You got paperwork in your hand?
Yes.
You've been advised
Okay.
of your rights today?
Here we
State
go.
your name, sir.
This guy's great.
Mr. King, you're fully court of possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and a violation of probation for possession of methamphetamine. You understand those charges?
I don't see why I was charged with the methamphetamine because I had it on person at all. It wasn't in my possession. It was just in the vehicle that I was.
Let the judge talk for a little while.
It just happens to be in the car you're driving?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I had no idea it was in the car.
It's amazing. It's weird how that stuff happens.
I mean, I had no idea whether it was in the car at all.
Yeah. You know, I bet you could go look in the vehicles that I drive and not find any meth right now.
I can't explain why they had it in the vehicle, but
It's a
I didn't have no person.
It just happens that you're on probation for possession of meth, right?
Yeah, sure, I understand that. It was bad. but
Hypothetically
I-
speaking, could you
I
have
didn't have
fallen
no-
off the? No, let's not. I'm not even gonna ask you. Floyd, I'll stop for you. Mr. King, on the possession of meth, bond's 5,000, the paraphernalia is 1,000, your held out bond on the VOP. Court date's gonna be July the 13th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, buddy.
Step to your right to the T.
Stop the drug.
Next,
Cocaine look cheap. Easy.
red X.
You hear what he said? Listen, he goes, it's cocaine on the cheap.
State your name.
What's up,
Mr.
buckwheat?
Williams, before the court charge of possession of meth, possession of fentanyl, possession
Everybody.
of counterfeit driver's license, and grand theft of a firearm. You understand those charges?
Oof.
Yes?
Yes,
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork, advised of your rights. You've indicated you're gonna hire your own attorney or represent yourself. Is that how you're gonna proceed?
You're
You're gonna hire your own?
I already hired an attorney.
Okay, who is it?
Tyree Screws.
Deputy Criminal History, Mr. Williams?
Shows he's on probation, but this case happened prior to. And that was for domestic ag and carrying a concealed firearm.
Yeah. On the
Yep.
possession of meth, bond's 5,000, the fentanyl's 15,000, the counterfeit DL is 5,000, the grand theft of a firearm is 15,000. Court date's gonna be July the 13th at 9 o'clock with random UAs.
Step to your right.
Fantastic. All right, let's go to. Let's get a little DeSanto. Little DeSanto warm up. Watch this. This is great.
Looking, hopefully.
Audio on. It's so simple, but it's so funny. You know the bailiff is that he's got like what has he got the mic? What is that? What's he pole? I can't.
Can figure that out.
He's so it's so
Also, after you do that, I know I have to do a lot. of
and look at my girlfriend
You
today.
Just
Look at her with her little dangling earrings today. You look marvelous today, Judge. Simply marvelous.
viewing on there so that Mr. Ash can see the screen also, please. Yeah. Thank you. He's trying, but he's not connected. Mr. Webb.
I mean, you want the screen turned?
No, you know how you have it where you can see the individuals that are on the Zoom screen too on there?
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's not connected, so he's having somebody help him.
She's being awfully patient too. I think it's the angle, Fulmar. I don't think she has an elf thing going on. It may be hair. Good point, though.
No, they're connected. Okay,
Pointy
they're connected.
elf
Thank you.
ear.
Okay, are you Mr. Webb?
All right, here we go.
You're muted.
Hello? You can hear me now?
I can. Are you Mr. Webb?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why are you on Zoom and not in person?
Because I have a broken leg right here, and I went to Wyandotte Hospital. They're about to fax the information to Mr. Ash. I have a broken leg, miss.
Okay, but you're walking around right there. Why can't you walk around to get into the car and get here to court?
Or
no, I was limping around. I really didn't have a ride, miss. I'm not trying to make no excuses. I'm not trying to play
Okay,
with you.
so sir, so not having a ride is your reason, not because you have a broken leg.
No.
Who's the person there with you who's the person there with you?
Just a friend of mine.
Okay, well then that's fine, can drive you here to court.
It's no car here. For real, my leg is broke. I'm in a lot of pain. I have the doctor's letters.
Sir?
Yes.
When did you break your leg?
I broke my leg maybe like 2 weeks ago. My ankle is broke. It's severed.
Okay, so, and that's
He has a new type of broken leg. It's severed, not severed, severed.
unfortunate, but you just notified the court today regarding your broken leg and you want to appear by Zoom. You've known for 2 weeks your leg has been broken. You've known this court date has existed. So the reason you can't be at court is because you don't have a ride, not because of a broken leg. So let's put it all out there, Mr. Webb. Let's not try to sugarcoat anything.
I'm just not trying to play with you. Let's play with my freedom. I'm out on bond. I was in jail for 11 days.
Sir, stop, please.
Okay.
You can Uber or Lyft, ride share, the bus. There's other options for getting here.
Yeah, I guess I'll just try to get there, man. Okay.
Yeah.
You hear me? Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Yes. Make your way to court.
Okay. There's no way we can do it on Zoom, right?
No, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way there.
You be in person.
Sorry.
You cannot, let me just say this, if you would have had a broken leg as of yesterday, then this morning it would have been sufficient for this court to have known about that and perhaps granted your request. But you're indicating, but really the reason is because you don't have a ride. And based upon the history of this case, the court is not going to allow you to appear via Zoom.
Okay, no problem, miss. I'm gonna get on up there.
Okay, thank you.
You're gonna get on up there. Get on up with that severed leg. All right, here we go. Let's roll. Next clip. Okay, here it's Pride Month, so I'm gonna give you. Here's my gift to you for Pride Month. So you can see what my gift is.
Okay.
I gotta get in the spirit of the month. She's coming.
Case number 23S00435. That's the People State of Michigan versus the Nation Red.
On behalf of the people.
Happy Pride Month, everybody. My rainbow to you.
And Ms. Red, your name? Red. All right. And you're here, Ms. Red, for looks like a pre-trial and a malicious destruction of property, over $200, but less than $1,000. So it's a 1-year misdemeanor with up to $2,000 fine, or 3 times the value of any of the property that was allegedly destroyed, whichever is greater. You understand the charge? All right. You certainly have a right to trial by judge or by jury with your lawyer representing you. You understand that? Okay, Mr. Andrews, how would you like to proceed?
Yeah, we respectfully ask the court to schedule this for a bench trial. We're still reserving the right to a jury trial.
You have a complaint with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want a bench trial? You want to fill out the bench trial waiver form? And ma'am, you understand you have a constitutional right to have a trial by jury, which means you and your lawyer and the prosecution would all have a right to select jurors for the community, 6 of them. They could listen to whatever evidence is presented. They decide the facts of the case, and they decide if you've been proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And of course, they all have to agree on a verdict. You understand that? So if you're going to waive your right, I would sit as a trier of fact. You can do that in a second. You can listen, and then I'll give you a chance to read that too. That means I would sit as a trier of fact. I listen. I decide what the facts of the case really are, and then I would decide if you've been proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt by the prosecution. And of course, my verdict would be one person alone, as opposed to 6 jurors who would have to agree on the verdict. You understand that difference? And you think you still wish to waive your right to have a jury trial? Anybody force or threaten Anybody promise anything to you? You're waiving that right freely and voluntarily after talking to your lawyer. Go ahead and read the form now and then sign it when you're done.
And she goes to trial. Just wanted to give you that little pride gift from me to you. Happy Pride. All right, I got two great cases for you. One, Judge Goggins. Second one up will be up to you. The dono clip of the night. So let's roll. This one is fantastic. Let's roll.
And then, the issue right now is in 2021. I got permission through text to start mowing his lawn. And I supplied you with the text messages. So on April 13th, 2021, I texted Omar. I said, "Good morning, Omar. Do you want our services this year?" He said, "Yes, but not yet. I'll get together with you in the next 2 weeks. I have my wife in the hospital in Arizona, and I've been way too busy back and forth right now. I'll be bringing her home now after the 30th. And then I'll make some time to get together with you." And he said, "Thanks." I said, "Okay, I hope she is okay. See you in a couple weeks." And so then a couple weeks went by, and I mowed his lawn for the first time.
Okay, so let's stop right there first. So you wait, he said, yeah, he wanted service, but not yet, and said, wife's in the hospital. So a couple weeks go by and you started mowing. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so and I just want to catch it right there, because how did you have any authority to mow the lawn at that point if he just said yes, but not yet?
Okay, we talk on the phone, and I stop over there, or we text. He lives right around the corner from me. We're pretty much neighbors.
Okay.
So it was verbal to start.
Okay. But I understand the verbal, but tell me the verbal where he says, "Hey, start mowing."
Okay, so it was over a phone call.
Okay.
When we decided to go ahead and start mowing, and
Wait, Your Honor, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt, but was it a verbal or did you stop over because you just contradicted yourself? Go on.
Yes.
Well, don't interrupt him. I'll give you a chance to talk too. Okay. I understand both sides got something they want to tell me, but let's let him go.
No. Okay, no problem.
Okay, so go ahead.
So over the verbal phone call, we agreed on a day that I was going to come over.
Who's that lady?
To start mowing. That day that we agreed to start mowing was 5/24/21. That's when the agreement was for me to start.
Okay.
And when you look at the text messages from when I asked him if he wanted our services this year, that was on April 13th. And he said give him a couple weeks in that text message. So when you look at when I started mowing on 5/24, it was actually more than just a couple weeks that he needed for me to start mowing. So I waited longer than just a couple weeks. We was communicating through phone calls at that time. He was answering my phone calls at that time.
Okay. Okay, I guess the confusion, I don't see that you had any authority at that point, but Mr. Guevara, from your standpoint, the text later on says, it looks like you had responded back, "Hi Omar, what's your email address or your house address? I'm gonna send you your lawn mowing bills." That was September 6th, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, you send your email address, and then he says, "Thanks, bro." And then you say, I owe you 2 months, right? Is that correct so far?
That is correct. Bi-weekly, 2 months. And the reason why, Your Honor, is because I had another guy that came out, started before him, and then I forgot that I had told Dan that I was going to go ahead and do it, which is the guy that's been mowing my lawn ever since. So I let him come out and do every other week so that I can keep the other guy on, because the other guy is a lot cheaper, but I had already talked to Dan. And I've had Dan cut my grass for, I think it was 2 years prior to that. So go on. And so anyway, so yes, I do.
Yeah, okay, so and I see that part, and you say, "I owe you 2 months," right? And he texts back and says 3. And you say, "Okay, I'll get you squared away." Did that mean you're okay with the 3 months?
Well, so if you look further, I asked him for bills for his billing.
Okay.
Because when I met Dan, I didn't meet him through his business card or anything. I met him because he lives around the block from me.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
So because he didn't want to claim things for taxes, he liked for me to pay him cash. Once in a while, I paid him a check if I needed to, or if I wasn't going to be around. Am I correct in that, Daniel?
No, that's not correct at all. I
Never
take
paid you
cash or check.
Wait,
and-
hold on. That wasn't the question. Have I paid you cash a lot of the times that you did my grass?
That's irrelevant to
No.
this.
Hold on.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. The question you can answer though, at some points, did he give you cash?
Yes, he
Most
did
of the
give me
time.
cash for the 2019 when we first was starting.
So the whole
would give
time
me
of
cash or check.
2019, hold
What
on,
up,
the whole
Toban?
2019, you got cash, right? And hold on, and then, because I can pull up the checks, I never made them to Dan Shamel Lawn Care. I made it to you specifically, correct? Yes or no?
Your wife, Nicole, wrote a check to me one time. And it doesn't matter if you write Dan Shamel or
No.
Dan Shamel Lawn
Hold
Care.
on, Daniel. Hold on. Just answer the question, because we got to be square here. Yes or no? Did me or my wife, when I wasn't here to give you cash, which was usually the case, okay, not write you a check made to you, not Dan Shamel Lawn Care, who is the plaintiff as an LLC, not the individual, but I'm an individual, and you're claiming a total amount of $1,280 when you did every other week for a couple months. And you just said it was $80 a week, right?
That's a lie. You're lying.
Am I?
I take
Hold on, because I can pull we can adjourn this. We can adjourn this, and I can pull all the checks, which weren't very many.
I have everything I need right here.
Okay, so do I.
I take checks wrote out to Dan Shamel. I take checks wrote out to Shamel Lawn Care. I take checks wrote out to Dan Shamel
where
Lawn Care.
is, hold
If
on.
it's got Shamel in it, and I take it to my Dan Shamel Lawn Care bank account. They deposit it in there, and all the cash that I get, I can deposit cash into my Dan Shamel Lawn Care business account. And I have my accountant that knows all about that.
Okay, so guys, let's not, let's.
That doesn't have nothing to do with this. You owe.
Yeah, it does, because we're gonna dot our T's and cross our.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute both of you. You gotta listen to me. When I speak up, you gotta be quiet for me, okay? I'll let you both unmute, but the question I got, you both of you gotta mute. You just gotta, when I speak up, you gotta be quiet for me, okay? Otherwise, it gets way out of hand. All right? Daniel, Mr. Shamel, for your sake.
I apologize.
Okay, guys, I understand that it's heated up a bit, but when I'm going back through the texts, because it sounds like those are accurate. Mr. I guess Guevara, on there was a date, May 20th. it's around the same time period, May 20th, it's gotta be, she's got May 20th, and I'm not sure what date it is. It's gotta be 2022, I guess. May 20th, 2022 says, hey, Dan, working on getting you squared away, but I can't talk right now. What's the damage? Like $900. And that looks like it's posed as a question. Then the response is 1280 total, 4 unpaid invoices from last year. Okay, thanks. He's gonna email you those documents, say, okay, you're welcome. And then it goes on from there. I don't see anything that's agreed upon at that point. Other than Mr. Guevara, you say you're guessing it's $900 on that date. Does that sound about right?
It was.
Okay. So Mr. Shamel, on that time period, May 20th, you're saying, no, it's not 900, or at least you're saying it looks like it's 1280 for 4 unpaid invoices. Did you ever send him those invoices?
Yes, and I have
Nope.
proof of it.
You do? Because I've been asking you for them for how many months since you filed this?
Well, I can put you right in your spot.
Hold on. How many months have I been asking you for these so-called invoices?
Oh, it's been years that I've been sending them to you.
No, bro. Because did he send you? Hold on. Did he send you additional text messages? Because I can print them out and send it to him. Okay, where you wanted to. It was right after or right during the COVID time, right? We were just getting out of shutdown because he was hard up for work because he hadn't been working for the year before that. We all know this. So he was struggling. So he told me because he knows that you have the text messages and so do I. I can pull them up. Okay. Did you not make a deal to buy a shit ton of ammo? Oh, pardon my French. To buy a bunch of ammo from me. Do you not have the text? Because I got them.
Ammo.
I have everything right here.
Do you have the text messages for that?
I have everything. The judge has
Did you turn that?
everything.
Hold on. Did you? I'm asking you about that message. Or never mind. You know what, Your Honor? Did he send you the text message asking to trade a bunch of ammo for that or for the balance, which is incorrect because I didn't agree to no 12 because you knew you did every other week and it was for 3 months. Hold on, Your Honor. Here's where I want to get him. Okay. 3 months, right? He claims. So if it's bi-weekly, because I got the other guy that came out and did it at $80 a week. Okay, there's how many months in a week? 4. So, or I'm sorry, how many weeks in a month? 4. So that would be. Hold on. So that would be 2, 4, 6 times $80. Correct? Yes or no?
I'm a weekly lawn care.
Hold on. No. That's bullshit. Because I can get.
Whoa.
Sorry again.
You're lying.
Gotta watch
because,
it.
and I'm sorry. Here you go, Your Honor. Because if you remember correctly. And we can all talk about this here, how it was back in 2021. We had a really hot time. It was hot that summer, and there's no way you were cutting my grass every week when I had another guy doing it, and nobody was even cutting half the time.
That's a lie.
Was it?
Absolutely.
Because we can pull up weather reports and everything.
Well,
you know this.
All right, guys.
So where is the text message? Where's the text message?
Hold on. I'm letting you kind of go just to air things, but I got here. This is really gets down to the bottom line here. That's from what I see, and that's the discrepancy. We get Mr. Guevara saying he's guessing 900 on this time period, May 20th. You say it's 1280, and you're going to email over invoices to him. But then the only conversation I got now is later. I mean, there's conversation in between. Do you have copies of any agreement signed? Blah blah blah. But then October comes around, and the question for Mr. Shamel is October 18th, 2020 says, "Hi Omar, when is a good time for me to come get the last of the lawn mowing money? There's only 4 times owed, total 320. How do you jump from this dispute to all of a sudden October 18th, you want that money? Is there something I'm missing in there?
There's nothing missing.
Okay, so why didn't you ask, did you get the invoices? Why wait so long and say, hey, listen, I sent those invoices to you. Where's the extra money?
Cash and ammo.
No, hold on.
Sorry.
That's a lie.
What a dick.
So where's that question again? How come you wait so long to say, hey, listen, I sent you the invoices. I'm still owed the $320.
And you said that was in October?
October 18th. Yep.
What year? What year?
2020.
Okay. So that is way back in the past. All in 2020 has been paid for. Okay. You got to go to 2021 where it all starts when I get permission to start mowing.
You got these
On
pages out. You must
April
have those
13th.
pages out there. Okay,
You're
so
looking at a different year. That year has been taken care of, Your Honor.
okay, so your pages are out of order is what you're telling me.
Oh, okay.
You're out of
I
order.
did my best to put them pages in order for you, but they
No,
must have mixed it
That's
up.
making, I'm sorry, but it's making it look like you're trying to mislead me because that's your sequential pages.
The years.
And you don't have, and I'll tell you, Mr. Shamel, here's the other
You have one
issue.
for October?
Hold on, Mr. Gilbert, hold on.
Frustrating.
You've got some dates with no year on it, and you've got other dates with years on it. And it looks to me like you're mixing pages up to make me try to mislead me and saying, hey, listen, this is the order of the events, and it's not.
You're right, Your Honor. On this iPhone that I took the screenshots from, it doesn't show the year on the year that we're in right now. It only shows the date.
Oh, conveniently.
Okay? And that's just how this iPhone works. If you go back to
why is it okay? So why is it on way at the beginning? I got it 2020.
It worked before.
Mr. Guevara, hold on. You got to be quiet for me. Got to be quiet for me.
Shut up.
I apologize.
You're telling me that the 2021 doesn't show up?
It does. It's there. I'm saying the 2022 doesn't show up on there. When you the year that
so
we're in,
this page that I'm reading,
it is showing up, but
okay, this page that I'm reading from, what's the T in here, is so you're telling me that page is just out of sequence, is what you're telling me.
Your Honor, I looked over them pages and I swear I had them in order. Okay. I sat here and I organized them myself to make them as understanding for you as possible.
Okay.
It's very hard because I can't just come up to you and show you, but on April 13th of 2021, you can follow the dates from there. This from April 13th, 2021 is when this all, from then on forward to this date, you can follow it in the sheets.
Your Honor, can I ask you something?
Yeah, can't ask me. Well, maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. No, I'm sorry. Can I? Okay, so we are under oath, correct?
Go ahead.
We're under oath. Daniel knows this. Daniel, did you text me and ask me to give you a bunch of ammo, because I can pull it for him? I'll earn this for the few bucks that you had left. Did you at all ever text me that message?
In 2020. That's when that went down, and we had already got that resolved in 2020. We're at 20.
No. That's not when you asked for the ammo. We were in lockdown. We were in lockdown until April 21st. Everybody knows when Whitmer lifted it, of April 21st of 2021. So don't even go there.
I didn't start mowing until.
No. Hold on. This was post that date. Anyway, in Your Honor, and I'll tell you what started this just recently. Okay, so on February, hold on, this was it would have been the night before. I got it on the text message right here. So here we go. February 31st and February 2nd. On January 31st, Daniel Shamel, I was coming home in the evening
Hold
after
on,
dark
what date is this? Hold on, what year?
of this year. Of this year.
It would have been
Or this, I'm sorry, this past January, okay? This winter. Decided to come ripping through my lawn with his buddy or somebody else in their snowmobiles. And this is what, hold on, this is what started this. Don't cut me off, Dan. I'm in the middle of something right now.
He didn't even say
And I have
anything.
my family here who was watching through the window because I got upset and chased them down the road with my truck. Now, Dan, did you ride your snowmobiles through everybody's lawn, including mine, and tell me that there was nothing wrong with what you were doing? Because I can get my daughter out of her room. I could get my wife that saw you ripping through here. Did you not rip through here that night?
That's not true at all.
Hold on, we're way off.
That's not true at all.
Yes or no?
No,
Yes
Mr.
or no?
Guerrero, no, Mr. Guerrero, I'm not gonna let you just kind of take
Yes
over.
or no?
No, Mr. Guerrero, we're not gonna, it's not, it's not even relevant.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's so, and I have the text messages. Your Honor, I have the text messages. So after that night, he texts me talking about bills, and I have his text message. So on Thursday, February 2nd at 5:52 p.m., I text Daniel, were you able to locate me a copy of the agreement? Also, breakdown of weeks you provided, the services you are wanting to get compensated for as well. I would like a copy of those, please, and thank you. Then, and that was Thursday. So the following Monday, I called him again. This is April 17th of this year. So I'm still waiting to be on itemized billing with dates of service and a copy of contract or agreement between us. Since my last request for these things have been, since my last request of these things, you've sent a letter to small claims court. Now this is
good one.
Let's see. He filed. Have it right here, because this is the thing. So he filed February 3rd. I called him February 1st, I texted him February 1st. February 2nd. And then he filed on February 3rd. Because I wouldn't let him rip through here and I got it on his ass. All of a sudden, now I owe him money again. And he has not. And he has not up until today, because the next message was Monday, April 17th, that I called asking him for these so-called itemized bills to coincide with your billing statements that I supposedly owe you. Then we got again Thursday, April 25th at 12:54 p.m. Okay. Then I sent him copies of everything that I've been sending him. And I said, I've been asking you for invoices since February, since the 1st of February, and multiple times. After that, you claim I owe you money the day I yelled at you guys for tearing up my landscape with your snowmobiles, let alone trespassing on my property, my neighbor's property, and you still have not provided me with anything to back up your claims.
None of that's true.
So I have been chasing him for these so-called bills because he knows the few bucks that he had left, he took in a bunch of ammo, and we all know how much ammo costs during COVID, and he's so used to taking cash and making deals. So that's what I got, Your Honor.
That's
All
what
right,
I
guys,
got.
I guess I'm gonna have to make a decision based on what I got. I do have one question though.
Yes, sir.
Guevara, is what you're telling me that whatever difference in this from the 900 to the 1280 was paid to him in ammo? Is that what you're telling me? Or
not the full 900? He got cash as well. He knows that before that. That's why I stopped asking for it. And then he got a bunch of ammo from me.
Okay, so some of it was a bargain for ammo.
Because he couldn't get his hands on ammo. His text messages say it. He can't get 223 and 5.56. It says it right in the message. I know you've got a bunch of ammo because I build firearms and I am a stockpiler of ammo and firearms, and he knows that. So he came and got all that from me. He got cases from me.
I didn't get any ammo from him, and I texted him that in 2022 to try and square up lawn care bills in 2022. That year's over, and he did pay me in cash.
So what do I owe you for 2020, the end of 2022 and 2023 now? Because you ain't been here. It's a nice try.
You paid me cash for 2020 and 20.
And 21. See, come on, man.
You
So-
paid,
Okay, hold on. So let me just kind of sort.
2020.
Guys,
Yeah.
we're getting to the point where I'm just gonna have to base things on
I can
credibility
prove.
for both of you.
Grow
Hold
a
on.
pair,
I'm gonna go
Goggins.
with what I have. Mr. Guevara, just for my sake, just to tailor it right down to nothing, is when you made this statement, what's the damage is like 900? Is that at this today, are you telling me that you probably owe about 900?
No, it's what I'm telling you. He stopped asking after that, like you see, because I gave him cash and then he wanted the rest in
That's all
ammo.
I wanted. That's all I want to know. So you're telling me you're squared with
We've
telling
been
me that,
squared, but he got
That's a
pissed
lie.
when I threw him off my property in January for ripping through my lawn.
all right, so hold on. So that's all I need to know is that you're thinking you're squared. Mr. Shama, on your end, you provided me with your text messages and then the demanding the 1280 total at one point, and you're telling me that you never received anything.
I did not receive a dime, nothing.
Why did it?
In
Hold on,
Your Honor,
Mr.
why
Guevara,
didn't
hold on, Mr. Guevara, you really, I
Sorry.
understand you're energetic and wanted, but you gotta follow my rules, okay?
Why didn't he send you
Just
these
keep quiet,
messages?
hold on, just keep
Okay,
quiet
sorry.
for me. Just keep quiet.
Okay.
Mr. Shama, on your side there, what he's telling me about getting some ammo and some cash for payments, you're telling me that never happened.
In 2020, I was trying to make it easier on him to square up his lawn care bills with me. And I did ask him, yes, I did ask him, I said, hey, you can trade me ammo to take care of these bills in 2020. And we didn't end up doing the ammo trade. He paid me cash for 2020 and that squared it away. 2020 is
Tell me
over.
that you never received any ammo from him for any.
In 2021, from April 13th, when I talked to him and got permission to mow the lawn, and I started May 24th, 2021. From then until the end of October, when I was done mowing his lawn in October, I have not received cash, ammo, no payment at all for the 1,280 total of them 4 bills. I have not received nothing from them. And I have all the text messages right there. There's nothing that says anything about ammo or anything in 2021. I raised my right hand to tell the truth, and I'm telling you the truth.
All right, guys, I'm gonna take a
So,
quick recess.
Your
Hold on.
Honor, can I
Nope,
make
we're all-
one point, please?
Nope, we're all done. I'm gonna take a break here. I'll come back on, make a decision. Okay. All right.
So full of shit.
Oh, dropping bombs.
Documentation that was provided, text messages, the attached invoices. There is some discrepancy with testimony from both sides. Did you find though that this is a business being operated by Daniel Shamo Lawn Care? It's duty of the business to keep proper records, what's been owed, what's not been owed, and provide those in a timely manner so that both sides don't get confused as far as what's owing. I do find that there was some discrepancy in what was owed in the text messages. At one point, the defendant in this matter says, hey, I think it's about $900. And there's another comment by Mr. Shamo, no, it's $1,280. There's the request for invoices. I do see at one point, and quite frankly, I'm concerned that sequential order, these documents are not quite in order, in the year dates are missing on several of them, and I still have some concerns that you're trying to mislead me, Mr. Shamo, on those sequential order. But there is some documents, July 20, 2021, that show invoices, and they're what was attached, but it says not delivered on the text messages that you sent me. And there's some other, hey, I need copies of the invoices, and then it's literally about a month and a half later where the conversation picks up again. Hey, when are you going to make a payment for me? It's a total month and a half later when you know darn well there's some discrepancies on the billings. There's also been some testimony with regard to ammo being given in place of services provided. I find that testimony credible based upon both sides' responses to that argument that was made for both sides. When there's an error or some discrepancy alleged in billings for statements, it's whoever the complainant is in this matter, it's the business, needs to provide me enough proof to meet its burden of proof. Find that plaintiff has not provided that burden of proof to me based upon the totality of testimony. Therefore, the case is dismissed, no cause of action.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Have a,
Good luck
have
to
a good
both of
day.
you. All right. You too.
All right. Have a good day.
All right. Bye now.
Bye-bye. Waste my day.
A dick till the very end. All right. Dono clip of the night. I guarantee you did not see this clip. It was today. And I'm going to throw a poll up. Any dono of any value. First person throws it up. I release the clip. 5, 4, 3, 2, dono time. Let's do it, and I'll cue it up. Who is gonna dono? Is this gonna be sponsored by who?
All right.
Queuing up the dono. No. Well, no dono clip of the night. Boom! Grim with the dono clip of the night. Thank you, Grim. Thank you, Tupac. The dono clip of the night. Sponsored by my man Tupac and Grim. Oh! Detective Rachel. All right, here we go. So, I'm going to cue this up. Thank you very much, guys. Fire Monkey,
Mr. Flores, come on
the
up. Or
dono
come on.
train. All right, we did not see this. This is a great clip. Quick clip. Way to end the night. So, I'm going to throw up the poll now. I'm not even going to tell you. This is a blind poll. I'm going to throw it up. Let's go. Ready? Will he admit to smoking or not smoking? Ready? As I cue it up. Here we go.
All right. Mr. Flores, come on up.
And we asked them.
Okay, here we go. Give me a second. This was from the phone because I was on the go. Okay, here we go. This is a very odd jail thing. The guards wear black button-down shirt like they're bar backs at your local family restaurant. Like they're cleaning tables and not taking care of prisoners. Thank you, Mark! All right, here we go. Thank you for the dono clip of the night. Here we go.
Yes, Judge, we do have a situation. As soon as he arrived, we smelled marijuana. And we asked them if they admitted.
Moisture, because it's the thermal camera.
And then a few seconds later, he changed and he said that no, that he did not smoke, that it was the people that brought it. And we reported that to the court.
Thank you, Mr. Carvajal. So, Mr. Flores, we got some mixed answers with regards to your client being under the influence right now.
Okay.
I'm not thrilled.
I can understand that, Judge.
So here's the thing, and I'm gonna give him the chance to see what he says. I'm telling you kind of what I'm looking at. If he owns up to it, I'll just reset this for a week. If he doesn't, I'm gonna have him tested, and if he comes out positive, we'll lock him up.
Sounds like
Lock
a fair
'em up.
deal, Judge.
Okay, so it's a little mixed. I mean, regardless, he does smell a bit. That's not what we need, but let's see. Like I said, what we do. He's not on a PR bond. I will tell you that now. He is on a surety, but I will send him to go get tested out of his own pocket, just to show me a negative if he doesn't admit to it. All right. Okay, Mr. Carvajal, would you please bring in Mr. Bonilla?
Here we go. Oh, right now. Get your vote in, people. Make sure you hit that like button. Help the algo. Help time serve. Will he admit to it? Here we go. The bar back has just got him in the back. Your table's ready. I mean, the judge will see you. All right, here we go. I don't get the black button-down shirts. All of the people in the processing center were wearing black button-down shirts. And they were all cleaning the tables. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Get your votes in. The poll is closing. 5, 4.
Good morning. Are you Pedro
3,
Bonilla?
Yes,
2.
All right. Please raise your right hand for me.
Get your votes
Do you
in.
swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in these proceedings is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and put your hand down. Now, Mr. Bonilla, do you see your attorney there on the screen?
Yes, I do.
All right. Perfect. Now, Mr. Bonilla, there is a situation. I cannot have you take any plea if there is a question of whether or not you're under the influence. And my understanding is you showed up there smelling like marijuana. Before you say anything, I'm going to give you an opportunity. All right. If you come clean with me right now and you tell me if you smoked, I'll reset this for 1 week to clean you out. If you lied to me, or if you tell me that you are not going to come out dirty, then I'm ordering you to go get a test. And if it comes out negative, great. But if it comes out positive, we're going to have problems. Is that clear?
That's clear, ma'am.
All right. So I'm going to ask you, Mr. Bonilla, did you smoke weed?
I didn't, ma'am, but the guys that gave me right, they were smoking. I'm being honest with you, but I didn't. I probably was smelling, but I know it's common sense not to come high to a court or something. I didn't, to be honest with you.
Also common sense not to come smelling a weed. That would be another thing.
Because you know what? My tire was flat, so when I get out of house, I call my cousin. He was smoking, but that's his car. I cannot do nothing about it. I'm sorry about it.
Then what I'm going to have you do is go get a test. All right. As long as it comes out clean.
So he didn't admit to it. He reeked of weed. The bar back called him out, and he said he had a flat tire and his cousins were reefer madness in the car. So basically, Cheech and Chong picked him up on his way to court, mask and all.
We're good. All right. But I still, because there's a question about it, I can't have you take the plea today. So I'll reset this for a week, but I also want that test. It's going to come back today. You can take it to Mr. Flores. That way, or bring it here to the court, the paperwork. Actually, it's probably better if you go to Mr. Flores, who can send it to me, but I expect it before 5 p.m. today. As long as it comes out negative, we ain't got any problems. All right. If it comes out positive, we're going to have some issues. Is that clear?
Okay.
What up,
I
Darkopa?
was gonna tell you that I do medications, so we're probably.
That's fine.
Okay, just okay.
If you're taking medications, I'm not upset about that. not at all. But if that test comes back positive for THC, that's where my issue is going to be right now. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now,
Mr. Flores, go ahead.
Pedro, I mean, it's also common sense that if you smoked yesterday, for example, you're probably gonna come out dirty. So you gotta come clean to the court. Have you smoked?
I haven't smoked, Mr. Flores.
All right, fair enough.
I am taking you at your word, Mr. Bonilla, but in an abundance of caution, I do need you to take that test, okay?
Where's that test at?
You can go anywhere, Mr. Flores. I don't know if you know of any places. There's usually like little clinics where you can take a quick test and comes
Yes.
back. So talk to Mr. Flores. He'll be able to send you to where to go. And then, like I said, I just need that. I'm not saying yes or no. This is my one opportunity to give you the chance if you were to tell me. But as long as it comes back negative, we're still good, and I'll set that for a week. I have to do that in an abundance of caution, okay?
Okay, ma'am. You're fine.
All right. Then thank you very much. We'll get that information later this afternoon. Mr. Flores, make sure to send that to me before 5. And Mr. Bonilla, we'll see you in about a week, okay?
Thank you, Darkova, 3-month member. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your night. It is crazy out there. It was orange skies in New Jersey. I guess stay indoors. Make sure the kids are not outside. Everything's getting canceled. The Yankee game got canceled here. All the sports got canceled. Be safe. God bless. I will see you tomorrow. Another great live with you. We are 75 away from 11K. I'm Phil, and you have been Usher.